Hi, I'm Varsha, a recent graduate of the SED MArch program. My dissertation project, Urban Housing in Chennai, focuses on the climate-responsive housing design for warm, humid climates to devise potential passive design strategies to enhance comfort and reduce energy consumption. This is achieved by exploring key factors such as shading and ventilation at the building and unit level design. Inspiration of verandas from vernacular architecture is taken as a key design element to reintroduce them as balcony spaces in high-rise residential developments to enhance their functionality. Chennai is located on 13 degrees north and 80 degrees east. Chennai experiences a hot humid climate featuring a cool and dry season followed by a hot and humid period and the monsoons. Over the last 25 years, Chennai is currently witnessing a construction boom owing to the rapid urbanization. This is partly due to the IT sector development that has led to large-scale urbanization in the surrounding areas with a high demand for upper middle-class housing. The current trend in housing development focused on conventional repetitive designs with no regard to environmental issues. Deep plans with reduced daylighting, lack of cross ventilation, narrow balconies, and dark double loaded corridors are commonly found. In order to achieve comfort, air conditioning is majorly used throughout the year. Energy consumption data portray high energy demands and an increase in the dependence of air conditioning in the future. To further understand the occupant comfort, three different housing types were studied. Metro zone apartments, a typical housing complex in Chennai, was studied. Results showed that occupants faced common design problems such as kitchen spaces without sufficient daylighting and ventilation, insufficient shading of windows, high carbon dioxide emitting construction materials, overheating of bedrooms, and narrow sized balconies. Fieldwork on a traditional vernacular house near Chennai depicted that the effective use of deep transitional spaces, such as verandas, provide comfort to the occupants. Inferences from this study help to identify optimum shading depths to be used in balconies and the effects of cross ventilation on cooling. Study of Kanchenjunga apartment, a contemporary example by architect Charles Correa, focused on large verandas or balconies oriented with respect to wind direction to improve the indoor cross ventilation. Massing strategies from this design were taken forward during the unit design development of the project. These studies provided a summary of the main passive design strategies which evolved from literature, precedents, and fieldwork, which are tested in analytic work and later applied to the design development. These passive design strategies are used to derive the unit massing development. Analytic work performed to improve the indoor thermal comfort envisions that it is possible to achieve free running conditions throughout the year. Nocturnal ventilation was identified as a key strategy in the reduction of internal heat gains during the hot period. During the remaining part of the year, that is the dry and monsoon season, usage of comfort ventilation throughout the day with sufficient fixed and adaptable shading devices or balconies on the east and west orientation provide thermal comfort. Significant energy load reduction is noticed in comparison to the conventional buildings and standards. Unit massing focuses on the inferences from precedents and the usage of staggered massing of the unit to enhance indoor wind movements as shown in the CFD graphics. Daylighting performance of the unit shows that narrow floor plans and adaptable shading devices help in improving daylighting penetration and provide sufficient daylighting in the flat. Views to the ocean, wind movement, solar exposure are prioritized in the development of the site massing. The following visualizations illustrate the effective usage of shading and ventilation strategies on site at various hours of the day for numerous activities carried out by the occupants. The final design output fulfills its environmental and social aims while providing high architectural quality by adopting passive design strategies such as ventilation and shading in order to achieve free running conditions. Thank you.